First thing, am I gonna get this lounge chair for $1,300? Absolutely not. Is it in my cart? Yes. Am I delusional for keeping it in there? I don't know. Am I the only person who takes a bunch of items and places it into the shopping cart? I mean, I don't actually buy any of them. I'm just putting it in my back pocket for later. Maybe later I'll get it. And before you judge me, listen, some of the stuff in my cart is not practical, okay? I know that. This is stuff that I'm hoping to buy sometime in my lifetime. I don't know when. I put an item in there that's way over my budget. Maybe it's just because I'm delusional. Guess what? I already know that, and I'm talking about it in therapy. This is just a video to give you some inspiration to see what kind of things I like, get a sense of my taste, and for me to just maybe do some purging for my shopping cart. And yes, I just did a video like 3 videos ago telling you guys to stop buying things you don't need. And here we are. I'm not telling you to buy these things, okay? It's just inspiration. Anyway, let's get started. Let's see what's in my shopping cart. First up, we're gonna look at one of my favorite stores, which is Cherish. So let's look at Cherish. All right, so here is Cherish. And if you don't know, Cherish is kind of like it's a vintage store. You can buy vintage items. I really like that there's so many unique pieces on this website. Only thing is it can be a little expensive, but I prefer this website over First Dibs, which is what we're gonna check out later, because First Dibs is just like ridiculously priced. And here I have like some chance of buying an item. So anyway, let's go to my cart. Wow, so I actually had like 30 things in there, but it looks like I came to my senses and did a purge, but bad timing. So the first piece that I have in here is this vintage botanical canvas. I actually put this, it's only $47, and I put that in there is because it reminds me of a vintage painting that my grandmother has in her apartment that I love. So when I look at this, I think of my grandmother. So I put this in there for that reason. This one is just kind of cool. I'm really looking for some good art, and I actually just spoke to my friend Mariah, who I've been friends with since high school. She's like worked at several art galleries, and she just got a job doing like some kind of art curation. I'm not sure, but she's good at finding that stuff, and I feel like I need help finding like really good quality art. Oh, you know what else I should show you guys? My Instagram shopping cart. I really want a vintage entertainment like wall system where I could add some character to my space and also use it for hosting. Like I'm gonna put my record player in there, I'm gonna put a bar in there, some of my books and some of my, you know, decor pieces. So that's what was in my cart, but I also have saved items, or like hearted items. They are all wall systems. They're all Danish wall systems. This one is so nice. Okay, so this was my ideal, and it still kind of is, but I showed it to my sister and she was like, that reminds me of like a clothes drying rack. And now a lot of the times when I look at them, I think that. Now I'm looking something more like this, or like this. Yes, I'm easily influenced. Okay, you see these Bellini chairs, $13,612. You see, that's where I become delusional. There's no way that I'm going to be buying that. But sometimes I put stuff in my cart just to like inspire me. Like I said earlier, like I saw this, but later on I'm going to show you a dupe for this exact couch. It looks the same, but it's a fraction of the cost. Look at this Browood side table. This is nice, but again, too much money. A lot of the stuff on Cherish can be really overpriced. I really like this piece of art. I don't know, it just it gives me a sense of wonder and like freedom. I like it. Okay, here's some of the things that were in my cart. So I took these things out of my cart and I just hearted them. I like these pink pillows, but I wouldn't use it for my space. I'm more into muted tones, but I liked them. Like I would use it maybe in my niece's room. She's like 2, but like I think that they're a nice pop. I really love this. Oh, it's sold. Oh, I had this in my car for a long time. But isn't it so cute? I like this contemporary like photograph, you know? I have no idea what it means, but it looks nice. Now here is my Amazon cart. I'm gonna show you what's in the cart, and then I'll show you my saved items. My saved item list is very long. So we have this black window rod. And for those who are just joining for the first time, welcome. If you didn't know, I just moved. So a lot of this stuff is inspiration for my new home that I have just moved into. I'm starting completely from scratch. I had zero furniture. So you will find pretty much a little bit of everything in these shopping carts. And this is also another coffee table book and another coffee table book. Here are some ringlets for my curtains. I think that's the best way to hang up curtains because it just looks a little more high-end. Never get those curtains with the holes already in them and you're like pushing it in there. It looks like a shower curtain. Don't get that. Don't do it. So this light I'm definitely gonna get. I should actually move that to my cart because I know I'm gonna get it. Add to cart. It's just like one of those, go back. It's just a little like reading light like that you put next to your couch like this. I really like that look, so I'm getting it. So these are real leather chairs, and I considered these for a while for the living room, but I decided not to go with these. I'll show you the few chairs that I am considering getting. I also really like these. Like if you're on a budget, these are really nice for living room. Let's go to Etsy. First thing, right when you log into the home page, your recent activity, Danish unit, Danish unit, Danish unit. First thing, am I gonna get this lounge chair for $1,300? Absolutely not. Is it in my cart? Yes. Am I delusional for keeping it in there? I don't know. Okay, but I'm going to because it's gonna give me inspo. This little contemporary platter, I think it's really cute. Like I think that would be nice on a coffee table. I told you guys that I was like copying off of that designer Arvin. No. I told you guys that I was copying off of the designer. Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name right now. But like I loved how he had those candid Polaroids on his coffee table of all his guests. That's such a nice idea, and I think that this would be like the perfect thing to display those. Let's see. I love this coffee table. It's just so small, and it's expensive to be so small. I mean, because it's a real marble table, which is why it's so pricey. This I really like. Again, it has that like vintage 70s style that I really like. So here are some Danish units that I like. I am really considering this one here. If I remember correctly, it ships from inside the States. A lot of times when you find these units that are hard to find, for one, but when you do find them, a lot of times they're overseas and it costs like $1,000 just to ship it. So $1,000 on top of already a really expensive piece, it's not happening. So I'm really torn, you guys. Like, I really want one of these, okay? I like this one probably. This is like one of my favorites. I don't know, I like how like neat it is. So yeah, that's Etsy. Now let's go to my favorite store, which is CB2. You know I couldn't do a video without mentioning CB2. Why does it say that my cart is empty? Oh, okay. So I don't have anything in my CB2 cart, but I have a bunch saved for later. And that's because I just bought something from there. So here are all of my save for later. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, first is this leather chair. Again, not gonna buy it. It's $2,000. But hey, I just went to the CB2 Outlet. Did you watch my last video? Because I found some really nice stuff in there. If they had this in there for discounted, then I would get it. So, let's see. Okay, this table is like my dream coffee table. So it's $1,000, which your girl ain't doing that. But the CB2 outlet that I went to, they had this for 60% off. Now, I decided not to make the drive up to get it because it just wasn't convenient at the time. But I love this. Look at the detailing in this. It's just so pretty. Okay, so now I have some bed frames on here, but I already have a bed frame, so I'm not gonna get these, but I liked them. Like, look at this, guys. This is very pretty, isn't it? And this one I like too. Let's just say this, when I find a partner, I don't think it's going to be too difficult to mesh our styles because I have more masculine leaning taste. You will never find me with like pink frilly stuff in my place, like, ever. So I'm saying that because this is like kind of a masculine bed, but I love it. I love the way it looks. This one I love. Okay, so CB2 did a partnership with Lenny Kravitz, and this is one of the rugs. I love this rug. This is so beautiful. It has this really earthy vibe, but it's also really like artsy, and it's just beautiful. I love it. And look at it in this space. How pretty is that? Okay, so this is cute. I have this here. So all this stuff was in my cart, by the way. I took it all out and just saved it so that I can buy something. Look at this. Isn't this so cute? Some of you guys might be thinking that it's really ugly, and I could understand that because it's not everyone's taste, but I really love the texture and the uniqueness of it. I think just adding in one like weird, very artistic piece into your space can really help it look more designed. It looks like an art piece to me. This is pretty cool. It's a candle holder, but am I spending $50 on a candle holder? No. No. This, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is another piece from the Lenny Kravitz collection, or the Lenny Kravitz collab, and isn't it so cool? Imagine two of these like right next to each other, underneath like your TV, or you can make it into like a drinking bar, entryway table like they have here. It's beautiful. Love these cocktail glasses. Love these. They're $7.95 each. That's pretty reasonable. Okay, so this is the sofa that I really wanted, but if you watch my CB2 video, you saw I got something very similar. And that was also in my cart at one point. Okay, so here are the side chairs that I am thinking of getting. I was thinking of getting this boucle sofa for my apartment, and I decided to go with the other one that I got at the CB2 outlet. But I loved this texture that's on this, and so I thought, what if I got this in a accent chair? So thankfully they had it in an accent chair, and I put it into my cart, and here it is. So I'm considering getting two of these. My only thing is that the couch that I got from CB2 is not that comfortable. Like, it's comfortable, but it's not like the coziest. And the couch that I used to have was called the Cloud Couch from this branch, from this West Coast store called Living Spaces, and it was so comfortable. So I think just in general as a person, I like to mix practical with style. I think I kind of do that with the way I dress as well. Like, I'm a very practical person, but I like to put a little pizzazz on stuff. So I'll show you some of the couches that I'm looking at for practicality, and that would be at Living Spaces. I only have one thing in this cart, and that is my accent chair that I'm telling you about right now. Okay, so this is the couch that I'm thinking of getting. Or the accent chair. I used to have the couch, and literally it's like a cloud. So I was thinking of getting two of these, but it's gonna make my space look a little more traditional than I want. That's the only thing. I'm like, do I go with beauty? Is beauty pain? Do I sit on some uncomfortable furniture for it to look nice? I don't know, but like, not that these don't look nice, they do. It just kind of goes a little bit off for my design plan. Also on Rove Concepts, I have this Bellini dupe couch that I'm really interested in as well. Okay guys, so last we're gonna look at first DIBS and see what was in my cart. So again, the first few things that I have are Danish shelving units. Here's some more art that I have on here. I think it's really important to have artwork in your house that speaks to you. Look at all the little detailing in there. And here's another wall system. This one is like way too large, but I love it. And don't get fooled by that price. I think per item means like per column. So $5.72, $5.72, $5.72, $5.72. Okay, that's what's in my cart. That was anticlimactic. Which one do you guys think I should get? Like, I need your help. I want to know between the Living Spaces, like plush, more traditional white side chair, or this chair from Rove Concepts. And if I got this chair, I would get it in this like white boucle fabric, or a black boucle. But I'm thinking I would get the white because I'm not a fan of the black. What do you guys think? So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at what kind of items I'm interested in right now. If you have any comments or any suggestions on what you liked, go ahead and drop it below in the comments. I will see you next weekend. I love you all so much and have a wonderful day. Ooh.